Hi everybody, it's Stacy at Scrap Mania. I am redoing today's video because I did a video yesterday, and for those of you that seen it probably laughed for a while. I didn't have any makeup on or nothing, and so I was like, oh, I'll just throw a filter on and we'll see. Well, it'll kind of hide everything and it won't matter what I look like. Well, I chose a seal because it was cold out, so I thought it was kind of cute. And it was cute. However, if you didn't see it, I could tell that I was throwing fish in my mouth the whole time, which was fine, but I was also barking like a seal. So I talked for 13 minutes about all of our wonderful classes we have coming up, and you couldn't hear me at all. So I've deleted that and we're going to start over. The good thing about that is I now have Nancy's samples from her Gina K class that we didn't have yesterday because we just got that Gina K product in a few days ago, and Nancy whipped those samples out super quick. So we've got those here now. So I'm going to kind of go a little bit more in order. Yesterday I just kind of went off the shelf, but I'm going to go in order of class dates. So we do have Cricut class on Tuesday the 2nd and also Wednesday the 3rd. I do not have Melanie's samples, but they are posted on Facebook. You've got 3 different themes to choose from. We've got a boy birthday, a girl birthday, and then also a winter scene. Both of those classes are from 6 to 8, and like I said, the class samples are posted on Facebook. New Year's Day, the 1st, we are open regular business hours from 10 to 8, so if you didn't already know that. And then next week is also our garage sale. If you haven't been to our garage sale, great time to come in. Starts on the 4th, which is Thursday night at 5 o'clock. We'll be setting up all day Thursday, so don't come in and think you're going to shop the garage sale early. You can shop the store, but the garage sale will be off limits, and while we get everything set up, and it will start right at 5 o'clock. And then it goes from 5 to 8 on Thursday. Friday hours will be from 10 to 6. Saturday hours will be from 10 to 5. And then Sunday is our half price day. Anything that's left, which is a ton because we always have so much stuff that shows up, is half price in the garage sale only. And that is from 10 to 3. The store is open till 4, but we're shutting the garage sale down a little bit early because it takes a lot of time to get that cleaned up and get everybody's stuff separated back out so that they can come start picking it up on Monday. Next thing is Nancy's Graphic 45 Fairy Cards. This is an awesome class. This is running on Tuesday the 9th. We have a daytime and an evening class. You're going to make, I believe, 8 cards. Yes, you're going to make 8 cards with the beautiful Graphic 45 new collection called Fairy Dust, I believe. And they are super, super pretty, elegant cards. None of these say anything specific about happy birthday or happy anniversary or anything like that, so you can make these anything you want. It's kind of nice to have some basic cards on hand so that when a birthday or something happens, you can grab a card and throw a sentiment in it or just write happy birthday in it and send it on its way. Nancy's going to be doing some fancy little folds too, so it's not just your standard folds in the cards. She's got some that are like tag cards, and she's got, here's another one here that's a fun fold. So that's Nancy's Graphic 45 Fairy Cards, and that is a day class and an evening class on the 9th. Let's see, on the 10th, we're going to have a Learn to Use Your Silhouette class. Lots of you got Cameo silhouettes for Christmas, and we're going to have a class. We only do this class about every 3 or 4 months, so get in on this one before it fills up. That is on Wednesday the 10th from 6 to 8 o'clock. Then on the 13th, we do have a private class for one of the MDA auction winners. Cindy Melcher is going to be teaching that, and if you're interested in a private class for one of your group of friends or organizations, check with us and we can get something like that set up for you as well. We have a couple different teachers that don't work during the day or have weekend options open, so we can get a private class set up for you, whether it's a painting class, a card class. We've got a few different options. So just get a hold of us and we can get something set up. There is usually a minimum of between 4 and 6, depending on the type of class and the teacher's availability. All right, Bottles and Brushes, which is our painting class. Let me grab this over here. This is our gorgeous, gorgeous class for January. We're calling this one Winter Creek, and I know this looks difficult, but I promise that it's not. Lynette paints right along with you. She shows you exactly which brush to use, exactly which colors to blend together. Sometimes she provides a stencil if there's something difficult, but I don't think this one actually has a stencil because you can do this. She will teach you, and this class runs twice. We have a Monday class, which is the 15th from 6 to 8:30, and then we also have a Friday class, which is on the January 19th from 6 to 8:30. So you do not need any skills for this. You do not have to have taken any other classes, and you do not need any supplies. All you do is show up, and we'll get you set up. We only take 12 people per class, so if you have taken these classes anywhere else, a lot of times some of these places here in town will take 40 or 50 people. That's because they're not doing this detailed of artwork, and they're not able to walk around and help you if you need assistance. So we only take 12 so that you can get the help you need, so that your painting goes home looking just as nice as you expected it to be from the sample. So that is our bottles and brushes for January. And then after that, we have a Cricut Explore or Cricut Air class. These classes are filling up quick also. If you have a Cricut Air or a Cricut Explore or even the Cricut Maker, any version of those machines, we have a class for you on Tuesday, January 16th, and another one on Wednesday, January 17th. Same exact class, we just have put 2 in there because we know lots of you are needing this class because you just got machines, or you've had a machine for a year and you just don't know how to use it yet. Melanie's going to be teaching these classes. Write down your questions so that you know what you want to learn, so that when you get here, you don't forget to ask those questions. She's going to be teaching you the ins and outs, giving you cheat sheets so that once you get home, you remember what you were taught in class. You can also take notes and things, but I know a lot of the information she's already got written down in pamphlets for you, so that you've got that for reference sheets for later. Same thing with the Learn to Use Your Silhouette class. Let's see, on January 18th, we are going to have a Learn to do Vinyl class. So this is going to be with Nancy Freese, not the Nancy who normally teaches here, but this will be the Nancy that I had doing the glass blocks last month. And she's going to be teaching you how to do gifts and things like that with vinyl. So if you have a Cricut or if you have a Cameo, she's just going to be kind of showing you the ins and outs and showing you how you can create vinyl projects. So if you wanted to make handmade gifts but weren't sure how to go about it, learn now so you can kind of make those throughout the rest of the year, and then you'll be all set for Christmas or Easter or wedding gifts, anything like that. So that is going to be from 6 to 8 on the 18th. The 19th is the bottles and brushes that I already talked about. And then on the 20th, we've got a couple great classes with Amy Meyer. She's going to be guest teaching 2 different classes on the 20th. This is the first one. This is our Cabin Fever mini album class. And you're going to be making this album from scratch. And it's very similar in size to our Heartfelt Creations albums that we do quite a bit with, but this is, like I said, made from scratch. You are making everything. This looks like it was bought, but it's made with chipboard and paper. So she will teach you how to make this fun little album. It's a little bit smaller than the one she normally does, so if you have been intimidated by those, this might be a good starting point for you. You've got little flips and flaps and pockets and things. She even embossed some of hers. See that? I think you can see that texture in the picture. So some of her folds and things she's embossed. And there's just lots of pockets and things for pictures and journaling. And I love this paper collection. It's super cute. And it's super heavyweight too. It's a Cardabella called Cabin Fever. So that is our 10 to 1 class. Nope, 10 to 12 class. That is going to be just a 2-hour class that you're making the mini album in. And then after that, she's going to take an hour lunch, and then from 1 to 3, I believe, hold on. Yes, 1 to 3, she's going to be making this folio. So this folio is kind of like an album. Let me back up so you can see it better. And it opens like this. And this is with the Perfect Winter collection. And it's got pockets over here as well. And you've got some flips and folds that you can add pictures and things to. And then some more pockets over here on this side. And what these are nice for, you can use them alone, or you can combine them with, if you have one of the larger albums that Amy has done, this will actually fit inside of the pockets of some of those larger albums. So it's kind of an extension of an album if you need more space to make it bigger. So you can kind of have a mini album inside of a mini album. So that's fun too. And that is on Saturday the 20th. Both of Amy's classes are that same day. I suggest you sign up for both of them because they're 2 totally different projects that you can combine together and are super fun. So that is on the 20th. And then on the 22nd, which is a Monday, we're going to have a daytime class, which this is our Canvas Creations. and Lynette will be teaching this, and it's a cute little home canvas, and this is similar to the painting classes, but it's a little bit easier because you're not painting or creating any of this. It's more layering of pieces and mixed media type stuff. So you start with a blank canvas, and then you're like, this is paper that Lynette will already have cut out for you, and these little pieces of paper she'll have cut out too. So you'll be doing some designing and things, and embossing. The trees are embossed. I don't know how well you can see that. And some little doodling to put your branches in the trees. And this is washi tape. So you're using lots of different elements combined together to come up with this super cute canvas. And this is kind of our Valentine's theme, even though it's not super Valentine's-y. You've got a few hearts down here on the bottom. The doorknob is a heart, and then it also says home is where the heart is. But you could leave that off if you don't want any words on your home. So it's cute, would look great in a home or office, and also makes a good gift. So that is on Monday the 22nd from 1 to 3:30. And then I believe we also have a nighttime class. Yes, Tuesday night from 6 to 8:30. So we have a Monday day and a Tuesday night for this class. And then, let's see. We got so many classes this month. It is crazy. Good crazy, but crazy. We didn't have a whole lot for December because of the holidays, but January we are picking it up. So intermediate Copic, that is the next one, which is right here on top. Super cute cards from Nancy. Those of you that have taken all the beginner Copic classes, Nancy would really, really like to see you guys sign up for these. It's just a little bit more difficult class than you had done in beginner Copic, and or if anybody has already started coloring Copics and has done those on their own, this isn't going to be like beginner type classes where she's showing you how to do different strokes and things like that. It's a little bit more tricky class, but you can handle it, trust me. And Nancy will be there to guide you through. So take a peek at that class. That one is a daytime and an evening, and that is on Wednesday the 24th. If you didn't get in on those last beginning Copic classes, we are starting more in the spring. It'll be March, and we've kind of already started a sign-up list now of anybody who might be interested in those. And then we'll call you once we get permanent dates set and kind of let you know. What Nancy did for this last class, it was like 6 or 7 classes once a month, and each month they would focus on a new technique. So they just finished, I believe December was their last month, or maybe it's January. No, I'm pretty sure December was their last month. So they met once a month and they worked on a different technique and developed those skills. And then hopefully they were working on them at home as well, because you can't just take one class and learn how to do Copics. It is something that takes practice, but they really are a great marker and the best out there in the industry. And the reason for that is it's not just because they're the most expensive, but they are the most expensive because they're also refillable. So you will never need to buy another marker again. The tips are replaceable, the ink is refillable. If you don't want to buy refills, Nancy will refill them for you. So check out the Copics if you haven't already seen them. And if you don't know what Copics are, they are a marker that is blendable. And see how on here you do not see the typical lines that you see on a regular marker. The next class that I want to talk about is our Scan and Cut class. Similar to the Cricut class and the Cameo class, if you got a brother Scan and Cut for Christmas, we have classes for you in January. We scheduled 3, 2 of them are already filled. And we haven't even announced in the newsletter because that will be going out here in just a couple days. So if you need a class, get signed up right away. Thursday, January 25th is our open availability class. Right now I think we only have a couple people down, and she's only taking 8 per class to make sure that everybody gets enough attention in class. So Brother Scan and Cut, it doesn't matter if you have a 250, a 350, a 650, all of them will be covered in class, and Nancy will be showing you how to use your machines. She will not be covering Canvas in this class. We will cover that in a next class that we'll probably do in the following month. So everything but Canvas should be covered in this. Again, write down any kind of questions you have about your machine, and then we'll get those answered for you in class. Nancy will be teaching that again on Thursday, January 25th. Let's see. We are going to have a retreat, an open retreat at the retreat house. So if you don't have a group of 7, 8, 9 people to craft with, you can craft at the retreat house the weekend of the 26th, 27th, and 28th, just as individuals, or if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 people, however many you have. So if you're interested in that, that is not actually paid through the store. That is done through me. You can mail checks to my home, and we have registration forms here at the store, and that's for every weekend, not just for that weekend. If you've got any kind of questions on that, you can call my cell. I believe that's on the bottom of this form. Let me double check. Yes, phone number is on the form, or you can also call and get it from the store if you've got retreat house questions. But again, that's going to be the 26th, 27th, and 28th for anybody who does not have a group to meet on your own. And that will be, let's see, that will be 10 a.m. on Friday until 3 p.m. on Sunday. So I highly suggest you check that out. And then Cindy Melchert's going to be having a card class on Sunday. So sure, her card class is going to be oxide cards on glossy paper. So she's going to be teaching 4 totally new techniques that she has not taught before. Look how super cute this is. Hopefully you can see all the fun designs and she's done on the oxide paper. So she's doing 4 cards in this one, all totally different, each with a different technique. And you will learn more ways to use those oxide cards. And like I said, these are all done on glossy paper, which she hasn't taught you before. And that class is only running once, so make sure you get it on it before it gets full. And that is from 10:30 to 1 on the 28th. And then, last class, Valentine's cards with the new Gina K stuff. We got brand new Gina K stuff in last week. Nancy got some cards whipped up really quick for me, and she brought those in today. You're going to make 7 cards using the new Gina K foils. And there is a new foil color, and there is 4 new foil mates in the new Gina K stuff. And Gina actually just put it on her Facebook page, or not Facebook, but her website today. And we have had it at Scrapmania for several days and already have card samples. And so I am super stoked that we got all this taken care of that quick when Gina just posted it for the first time today. So already in stock, already here. Some of you already have it. You've been buying it for a few days. And it is just super cute. There is new backgrounds. There is new sentiments. There are 4 different new foil mates. And like I said, 1 new bubblegum pink is the new foil, the fancy foil color. So stop in and check that out. We've also got the Gina K ribbon. We've got Gina K embossing powders. We've got all sorts of Gina K stuff, stamps, dies. So check those out. Nancy's class, you're going to make all 7 cards, and she has a daytime class from 2 to 4 and an evening class from 6 to 8. So that's what's going on here in January. One other thing I'd like to mention in February is we're going to have a guest teacher for Stampscapes. Tanya Weekly has been teaching Stampscapes for years. She owns the Peddler's Den, which is out of state, and she's going to be traveling here, spending the weekend with us and teaching a weekend full of classes. So there are Saturday classes on Saturday, February 17th, and then there's Sunday classes on February 18th. You can sign up for one or the other, or if you sign up for both, you get a discount because they're actually going to be teaching totally different stuff. So you can spend the weekend with us and a guest teacher. Those are going to be amazing. Those are posted on my Facebook page. I just did that today, but I don't have any samples here in the store yet. I'm going to contact Tanya and see if we can get some of those here. So take a peek online at those. All of these classes are already listed on our Facebook page under the events section, or you can stop in and check out the samples in person because they always look so much better in person than I can actually photograph them. So take a peek, and we hope to see you soon at Scrapmania. 319-377-9999. Have a good day.